What's up, world? Welcome to another edition of the RiOT Comedy Podcast presented by RiOT. Shout out to RiOT keeping us healthy and hydrated over here. We're 3 games into the NBA Finals. The Pacers have a 2-1 lead.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it? I love it. I'm here for it. I think it's hilarious. I don't know. It is hilarious, but I'm not actually here for it. I don't know what I want to see happen in this finals.
I also have mixed feelings about it. There's part of me that's like, I'm rooting for Shea because I want to see him win MVP, Finals MVP, scoring title, do all that. But if Indiana wins, this will be the craziest shit to ever happen in the history of the NBA.
I agree.
The Indiana Pacers winning this year's championship.
We've never seen anything like it.
Nothing
and I
ever.
totally agree, dog. Like this team's. So I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but I don't know. Like I keep thinking to myself, like, well, the team's not very good. But if they're not very good, then how did they win an NBA championship?
Right.
But I know a good basketball team when I see one too. A lot of conflicting, but like it's making me truly realize we live in the Matrix. This isn't real life.
Real talk.
There's no way this is real life.
But the thing is, like the teams like this Pacers team, before the 90s and especially before the 80s, there was a lot of teams that were built kind of like this that won championships. You didn't see, the team with the scoring champion win the title. It almost never happened.
But it seems like you saw guys with top 35 potential all time winning them though. Still.
No doubt.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
My 70 era's ball knowledge is low. I couldn't tell you all the teams that won championships in the 70s. I know it was different a lot, but I do know that, like, Kareem got one, and Wilt got one, and Jerry West had one in there. I know it was with Wilt, and like, Dr. J, did he win one in the 70s?
But think about this. So if Chris Paul had a championship, especially a championship like this, where would he rank all time on the NBA's all-time list? Like, he'd be very high.
He would probably automatically go into like the 3rd best point guard of all time. Maybe.
Chris Paul, yeah, probably. If he had a championship like this, like what Tyrese Halliburton might do, if he had a championship like this with a team like this,
well, who's the 3rd best point guard ever? Who is it? Who's the 3rd best point guard?
It's ever? Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, yep, that's true. So he wouldn't pass Isaiah Thomas. I'm tripping.
Chris Paul would with a championship like this, absolutely.
Even though Isaiah's got 2, like he beat like Magic,
absolutely,
he
totally,
beat Magic and Larry and Michael Jordan in a championship.
Numbers and accolades and that type of stuff matters.
A lot.
So it matters a lot. And when you have like all
is better than 1. 2 chips
is
better than 1.
But there's got to be guys that got 2 championships that we don't even consider better than some dudes with 1, right? There's got to be.
For sure. I mean, I know that happens, but it's not like Isaiah Thomas doesn't like deservedly it's not like he didn't win a championship with he had to squeeze his championships in and almost the hardest era to get them.
That right between that sweet spot, that's what Tyrese Halliburton's doing right now.
I know. But yeah, I mean, but that's what I feel like if Tyrese Halliburton wins the championship this year, I feel like I don't know if he's top 5 point guard of all time yet, just because I feel like Jason Kidd and fucking Oscar Robertson and Isaiah Thomas and all these guys, no, you can't go ahead of those guys yet. Yeah. Your numbers aren't near good enough. But 6 or 7 though, you get to pass John Stockton and Dame and.
But
maybe not even
if he keeps up with this career trajectory, and even if he doesn't win another championship, as long as he's still putting up doing crazy point guard things where you got 20 assists, no turnover games, if you're doing 1 or 2 of those a year, and the record used to be 2 or 3, and then you have 10 of these motherfuckers, 12 of these motherfuckers,
12 of them.
If you come through and do crazy point guard things, you can jump into that conversation with time.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, for sure. So it's interesting, though, watching this finals because there's no reason for the Thunder to be down. I will say this, I'm sorry, everybody.
Absolutely.
There's no reason for the Thunder to be down because the best player in the finals plays for the Thunder, without question. I know that they're young, but, when I'm watching this right now, I just can't help but to think that, this OKC coach is like out of control. He's out of control, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Totally.
Like, I can respect anybody who wants to make an adjustment. Like, I can respect anybody who makes an adjustment and is like, this could work. Let's see how this kind of plays out. I would prefer that you make that adjustment before game one of the NBA Finals. And I think when you lose game one of the NBA Finals, I feel like you don't run that back again. Like Hartenstein
No.
playing 18
No.
minutes, this, that, or the other. Like, what I don't understand is if you're the OKC Thunder and you're like running around thinking to yourself like, well, we're gonna beat the Pacers the way that they play. Like, why would you not play the way that you play when you won 68 games doing it? My mind doesn't fucking
Absolutely.
compute.
And whooped
Not
everybody all year.
not being better. Like, 'cause everyone's like, well, yeah, but like the Pacers are really good. Like, they were the second best team in the NBA since January 1st. Because the first best team is also in the finals since January 1st.
Right.
Because they were the first best team all fucking season long. So, like, why would you not just slow? Like, you have a mid range specialist in Shea, and you have big dudes with Chet and Hartenstein. Like, why would you not just play the game super slow? Like, the way that LeBron James played the Warriors when Kyrie and Kevin Love went down, and it took him like 7-8 seconds to get the ball across half court, and he was just playing like the ultimate slow old man YMCA game. Like, that's how the Thunder should be playing right now. Like, it was like, well, we're actually better at basketball than you guys. Our defense is better than yours, and we have the best player. So we're just going to slow the game down, set up our half court defense, and let Shea score 35, and then like see how Hartenstein and Chet can do around the rim and shit, and hopefully J-Dub gives me 18. Like, in no magical realm should this be happening. So like at the end of the day, like because what's interesting, right, is that like let's say the Pacers win the NBA Finals, right? Who's the Finals MVP as of right now? Is it Nembhard?
I don't know.
Like, seriously,
I don't know.
right.
Maybe.
So like, is Rick
But that's
Carlisle
the thing.
going to
Like
be the
I
first
don't know.
coach?
I don't know who it would be.
Is Rick Carlisle going to be the first coach ever to win Finals MVP? Because if nobody on the Pacers averages, like, there almost needs to be a rule. I'm not saying there has to be or anything like that, but if you don't average 20 points a game in like a 6 or 7 game series, like, you shouldn't win MVP unless like you're averaging like 15 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, 5 assists, like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're doing like crazy, like you average a triple double with 18 points a game, like, okay, you can win Finals MVP.
Hey, what I think if Rick Carlisle wins this championship, this dude like he passes Larry Brown, and he's like
Sure.
he's only behind the dudes who have a bunch. He's only behind like Riley Jackson, Pop, Auerbach, nobody else.
Yeah, like the only
Squeaks in
other
that top
coach that like
five. That's top
the only other
five.
coach that like would have a place in my personal opinion like ahead of him still would be like, I know a lot of people like Chuck Daly, coach of the fucking Olympic team too. Like, there's a case to be made. That dude in Houston, there's a
I'm
case to
not
be
mad
made
at
for
that. I'm not
the
mad at
guy.
that.
I forgot the guy in Houston's name, Vinny or something like that. He had like an Italian dude. I can't remember his name right now for some reason. You know what I'm talking about, like Tom Donovich or somebody like
Yeah,
that.
Rudy
Rudy Tom
Tomjanovich.
Donovich. Yeah. So like, there's kind of some
Hey,
guys like that in
hey,
there,
hey, dog.
but like, it's not more
I don't think
impressive
so,
than
man.
this because those
I
guys
don't
won
think
their
you can.
champion. Listen, like, but the thing that like separates Rick Carlisle is like he didn't go back to back or win his championship with 2 all-time great fucking like, you know, Daly won with like the Bad Boy Pistons are arguably the most stacked team in NBA history besides the Warriors. Like, everybody on their team was good. Like, every single person was good as fuck.
Yeah.
And then the other guy won with Hakeem Olajuwon back to back, and then Daly won both of his back to back too. Like, Rick Carlisle's gonna do his shit like 10 years apart with separate franchises.
Right.
This was
And the
crazy.
thing about like I think, you know, we can give Daly some credit for not winning with a superstar because like let's be real, like Rudy Tomjanovich had far and away the best player in the NBA when he won his 2
Correct.
championships.
Correct.
Far and away.
Absolutely.
Like with
Absolutely.
Michael Jordan gone, Hakeem was so far ahead of everyone else in the league at that point. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, he was.
Like he was good. He was good like that, dog. Maybe not like when we say far and away. I'm not talking like the way Michael was and LeBron was at his peak and things like that. But like
But like the way that maybe
everyone
Shea or
knew who the big
Joker,
dog was.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Like we
Like the
all
way
know this
Joker's
guy's the
been,
best.
like the
Yeah,
way Joker's
absolutely.
been since like LeBron got old.
So the the Pistons didn't have something like that. But like you said, the best team top to bottom. But
By
the
far.
to beat the Heat that year, and then to take this team. This is what makes it really crazy. Is like this Indiana team. I still got the Thunder winning in 7.
But
So
the
all these
fact
what
that
if
Rick
we keep talking
Carlisle,
about
like the fact that Rick Carlisle coached the Pacers to the finals, period, in my personal opinion, it's like,
facts, huge,
dude,
huge.
even if you don't win, like you're like you're making a claim right now, also that you're the best coach in the NBA. Like if you win this championship
Absolutely,
right here,
absolutely.
you're the best coach in the NBA. Like you won with the Mavericks, you won with the Pacers. Popovich has retired. You're better than Spo. You're better than Tibbs. You're better than Tron Lue. You're better than
Yeah.
all these guys by like
Hmm.
maybe kind of a landslide. I don't want to say landslide just because like I did see Spo take the Jimmy Butler Heat to the finals twice, and like Spo's really impressive. He
Yeah.
just happened to run into Joker and LeBron, who are on definitely a different level than Shea right now.
Yeah. Yeah. No
They're on a
doubt.
whole
No
different
doubt.
stratosphere, in my opinion.
No doubt.
So like, I guess if Shea wins, maybe not, just because like all the accolades. But the Heat ran into some trouble. But if Rick Carlisle pulls this off, like you're the best coach in the NBA. Because like, who's even the best coach in the NBA right now? Like, if you had to pick one, who's coaching right now in the NBA? The best coach in the NBA is probably like Tron Lue.
Yeah, I think if we
I
were going
mean,
to talk about best coaches in the NBA, I think we would talk about Rick Carlisle would already be in that conversation for us.
but there's not
Tron Lue
like
would probably be in the conversation,
there's no like
but there
now that Pop's retired though, like it's free game. Free game,
totally,
dude. Who's the
totally.
best coach in the league?
And
So like that,
every time we think someone is gonna get into that conversation, they fucking get fired in a year or two. Like
I know.
we would have put Mike Malone in that conversation not long ago. We would have put Nick Nurse in that conversation a few years ago. And then everyone like
Definitely.
fired, you know.
Yeah,
And
dude,
then
for
Nick
sure.
Nurse is in a disastrous situation where he'll never be considered for the best coach in the NBA as long as he's in that fucking dumpster fire in Philly.
Well, it's such a dumpster fire there that like we'll see if you get a new head coaching job. Like head coaches, I get it though, because like you're making like Frank Vogel made so much money just like not coaching between the Suns and the Lakers both, dog.
Yeah,
Like just getting rich. But like Frank Vogel proved that like I'm a pretty good head coach. These guys need to start picking and choosing their
totally.
destinations a little bit better. Like you can't just because like Frank Vogel went and coached the Magic after the Pacers for a little bit, and like obviously he could do
Hmm.
nothing with that trash. And then he won a championship with the Lakers, and they fired him right after, basically. Then he has to go do the coach the Suns. They fire him even though he was like a 5 seed in the West.
Hmm.
Fire him, and then you go to Bud, and Bud got him like 30 fucking wins. And so like Frank Vogel's like I'm proving that I'm a better coach than most of you guys, but
Yeah.
I've been stuck in
Yeah,
some
no
shit
doubt. No
situations.
doubt.
So like I don't even have a head coaching job. Like what the fuck is
Right.
this? Like I'm awesome. So I think that's really like, but kudos to him, man. Like, because there's no clear cut Finals MVP besides like I think Shea is like the best player in the series.
Right.
He's been the best
Right.
player. So like, I mean, if the Pacers like, imagine if just like the Pacers win the finals and it's like Miles Turner, Finals MVP. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Dude.
Just give it to
Uh,
Hali.
uh,
Just give it to him for his playoff run.
absolutely.
Period. For his
Absolutely.
playoff run. Period. He
Absolutely.
deserves it.
Absolutely. He's the best player on the team. Like whether he, puts up the most points or whatever, like he's what makes that engine go. He's
And
the
I personally didn't agree with the Pascal Siakam Eastern Conference Finals MVP either. Like he had
same.
some fat
Same.
games in there, and like he had his case to be made. But like you take Halliburton off that team, and like he had a game winner in there that was fire, and Halliburton's the engine. So like I just feel like
Hmm.
sometimes it's don't diminish Halliburton either, like you guys did Jason Tatum last year. And like I thought it was pretty funny with
Yeah.
the Jason
Yeah. For
Tatum
sure. For
situation,
sure.
like me personally, but like don't do that to Halliburton. And like my only excuse for that is like I just like Halliburton more than Tatum. I didn't really care they did it to Tatum because I thought Jalen Brown played well enough
Yeah.
to be the. I thought Jalen Brown played well enough where like he was the engine of the team sometimes. Like he would drive to the lane
Totally.
hard. He got
Totally.
big buckets. He had more points than Tatum in a couple clutch wins in the finals as well. Like
Hmm.
so, I just like even when that finals was going on, it seemed like Jalen Brown was probably going to win it. If it's just kind of like a
Hmm.
crapshoot, like even if the Celtics would have just been kind of a crapshoot and they just got it done by committee, I would have been like, give it to Tatum because he's the best player.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
Like so that's kind of the thing there, but I don't know. I really hope the Pacers kind of pull it off, just because like it's pretty fucking funny, and like I want Kansas City to get a basketball team really bad, and like with OKC and Indiana winning some shit, and like maybe they get a championship. Denver's got one. Like maybe we don't have to like appease the gambling people and give one to Vegas and appease Seattle for no reason. Like it doesn't. It only rains there. It only
Yeah,
nobody wants to
yeah.
go
Who
there and
cares? Who
fucking
cares about that?
play, dude. Just because the Supersonics had a cool logo doesn't mean you guys deserve a fucking team. Fuck, fuck off, dude. So like,
Hey,
and I'm just
they
saying that
got a
on some hater
championship
shit.
though there. They got a ring
I
there though.
know, I know, but fuck them. I want a Kansas City fucking basketball team, dude. Like that would be fire.
I feel you on that.
It'd be fire. I want it more than I would love that. I would love it more than St. Louis and everything. Like we got the stadium built for it and everything. Just fucking give us one. And I don't want a WNBA team. That's the last thing I want here.
Nah,
I'd rather
hell
have a
nah,
fucking
hell nah.
professional. I'd rather have a professional lacrosse team come, and still wouldn't watch that shit. But I'd rather that.
Same,
Oh
same.
God,
So I said I still got the Thunder in 7. Who you got? NBA Finals rest of the
it's
way.
hard for me not to pick the Thunder in 6. Like that's the crazy thing.
They're going 3 in a row.
It's just the craziest thing. Like, but traditionally speaking, like it should be Pacers in 7. Like traditionally speaking, like the way that they've
Yeah.
played, they've looked really good. Man, they know they appear to know how to win games when it's important.
Mm-hmm.
Like when buttholes are super tight, like nothing falls out of
Yeah.
theirs. Like dog, and like sometimes I feel like the Thunder got diarrhea in their pants. Like I feel like they
Mm-hmm.
got very loose buttholes. So like it's tradition. Like, and we've said this before. I've said it before in the past. Like sometimes like what I've seen a team do in the past like trumps like what's happening right now in my mind, and I keep wanting to pick them. And I
Mm-hmm.
think it's like it happened to me in the series again with the Knicks and Pacers. I just kept being like, man, I don't know. Like the Pacers should win the series, but like my heart
Mm-hmm.
and my head are just like the Knicks are pretty good though, and I don't know if the Pacers are. So I don't want to like. I think the Thunder still win. I think that they win in 7, I guess. But like, there's a part of me that's just like, fuck, man. I guess the Pacers. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, like I've picked them. I haven't picked them well.
Me neither.
Like if I was
Me
a
neither.
gambling man, I'd be down a lot because of fucking
Me
Tyrese
too.
Halliburton. Like he'd have cost me
Same.
like
Same.
2 mortgage
I
payments at
picked him in the
least.
first round. After that, I'm 0 for 2 since then. So
Me
not
too.
looking good for
Me
me
too. Like
neither.
when they went up 2-0 on the Cavs, I was like, okay, cool, the Cavs are done. I gave the Cavs no chance. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, for
I was like,
sure.
the
For
Pacers are
sure.
going to win the series for sure. They're going to be up
Mm-hmm.
3-1 after the 2 games at home. Like that series
Mm-hmm.
is over with for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But like even the Knicks series, I think that series was like, but when it went 3, didn't it go like 3-1, Indiana, and then the
Yeah.
Knicks won, and then the Pacers won. And so when they went down 3-1, I was like, okay, the Knicks lost. Like we're really going to get a Pacers finals. Like we're really going to
Yeah.
get this. This is crazy. And now I kind of wish we would have got a Timberwolves Pacers finals because I feel like people might have watched this one more. Like as long as Ant was in it. Like I know
Yeah.
a lot of people saying this is the lowest rated finals in NBA history when they come to like the Nielsen box or whatever fucking they use to count these, but like I do wonder if that's going to continue to be the case because I do think with the Pacers being up 2-1 there will be some intrigue in it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're not watching it, dude, you guys really need to watch this NBA Finals. Like this is kind of a master
It's
class in
fire.
basketball, and you
It's
guys
fire,
really
no
should be
doubt.
watching it because I have some very big critiques on the NBA and there's shit I don't like about it too. But like this season's been awesome. The basketball's been awesome.
Awesome.
Everything's been good.
Awesome
Like you
ass
guys
NBA
really need to
season.
watch this. Like the NBA doesn't even pay me money to say it. I wish they did, but they don't. Like watch it, dude. It's good. And so like
It's been real good.
my question to you now is like, because the finals is just very confusing. I'll have more to say about it in our next podcast, but I'm very confused. But I don't even know what to think. I'm kind of at a loss for words about the whole NBA playoffs, which in the NBA is rare. Like that's what made this season so cool. Is that this is rare. Is that in the
It was
NBA
very
playoffs,
fun.
like
It was very fun.
it was like nobody's even picked a correct bracket probably.
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest thing. So, but my question to you is like we have like some things going on with Kevin Durant's name. Apparently, I don't know why the Suns hate Kevin Durant so much. Like none of this is really his fault, but like they hate his guts, and they're ready for him to fucking go. And it's like everybody keeps bringing up like the Knicks, like he needs to go to the Knicks, and I don't know what you trade for that because if you're trading Cat for Kevin Durant, silly, 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 silly move. But my question to you is, where can Kevin Durant go, get traded to, and like their chances of winning a championship are realistic, and like the trade even kind of makes sense. Is there a team even out there? Like that makes me wonder. Like I don't think the Timberwolves are the team for that. Like I don't think the Rockets are the team for that. Like Kevin Durant's 37 or 30, like 37 going on 38. So like is
Mhm.
there a team out there or is it like I have a team in mind, but I was curious what you had to say.
You know, I think there's a way that Milwaukee could make sense and be interesting, but they don't have the assets to get him.
No. No. Not unless they'll take Dame, which probably isn't going
Right.
to happen.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
like, is there anybody else?
Uh, I like the Knicks. I know you've critiqued it a little bit, but I like KD to the Knicks.
If you
I
keep
think if
Cat,
they
it's awesome.
yeah, absolutely. You got to keep your team mostly intact. Like you can shake out one of them other dudes, but you got to keep Cat and Brunson and KD and most of most of the rest of your team.
Yeah,
Um,
like if you just have to trade Mikal Bridges and like a first and like a bench player, like who cares? Like ship it. In my opinion, I
yeah.
say ship it. Like it
Hmm.
sucks. Like I think Mikal Bridges is pretty good at playing defense and being a good team player and all those things. But what
Hmm.
you give up 5 first-round picks for this motherfucker, man, and like
I
he can't
think
alleviate the offensive stress off of Jalen Brunson, which is an
no
issue.
doubt. Oh,
And Cat's not
yeah.
fast
Yeah,
enough to
clearly.
do it.
Clearly.
So you need a guy that
Um,
Jalen, because Jalen Brunson's too small. Like he's just gonna be tired sometimes. Like he's fucking tiny.
I think the place he makes the most sense is Golden State.
Really, for like
Hmm.
Draymond, trading for like Draymond and like Kaminga, sign and trade with Kaminga and Draymond Green. You know, like
Whatever you can do to keep Steph and Jimmy
that trade.
and
Actually, ping boom boom. Now that I mentioned that trade, I don't think I think the Suns have to trade 1-for-1 maybe, but they could throw in like a
mhm,
shit filler salary and maybe do that if they re-sign
yeah.
Kaminga and trade
Mhm.
Draymond. You could definitely make these salaries match up with a shit player for
Mhm.
sure. That trade is actually very interesting because if I'm Devin Booker and like I'm playing with Kaminga and Draymond Green and we get like a couple firsts out of this deal, like that's not a bad move to get Draymond Green into your franchise for a couple years. Like that's not a bad move to kind of upgrade some things. And you're not going to get a better trade than that because if you wanted to flip Draymond Green for another first, you could. But you're not going to get a better trade than that for like I don't think there's a team
For
out
sure.
there
For sure.
like mortgaging futures out there for fucking Kevin Durant. I think you're going to get one decent young player in a first max or
Next thing
two
gonna be year
firsts and
19 for
trash.
KD.
So
Once you're in year 19, you're just one of, like no matter what, no matter how healthy you've always been your whole career,
you're on
anything
the
could
verge of
happen any
collapse.
fucking day.
Yeah,
Any
dude.
day. Any
Like
day. You could play all
I
year
think
and
the
be
only
healthy.
team I think the only team that makes sense for KD is like the Thunder if they lose the finals. Like not even on some disrespectful shit,
No,
just on
I
like
feel you. I feel you. Like I feel you on that. They need like a second reliable dude who can get some buckets.
I think KD to Boston would make a ton of sense for like
Mhm.
Porzingis and like
Mhm.
maybe Drew Holiday also, and then you get a trash salary back, and then like I'm out of the Porzingis and the Drew Holiday game. That's good. Like I think he'd make some sense in Boston
You know
too.
who really looks like they could use just by like if you didn't keep up with the NBA all season and you didn't know where teams were ranked or not nothing at all, the Pacers could really use a Kevin Durant.
I thought about that. He actually popped in. Like, I think the Cavs is also like a really, really good
Yeah,
option. Like,
yeah.
that's where I would like to see KD go. I think that would be really cool. Like, ship
Hmm.
out Darius Garland for
Yeah,
him. And like, you're not gonna get somebody better than Darius Garland, dog, for Kevin Durant. Like, no matter
yeah,
what.
yeah.
And like, so however you got to make that trade work, kind of make it work. And then like, you have too much redundancy with Garland and Donovan Mitchell. They're both not very fucking big.
Hmm.
It seems like when they're playing, they don't look very big. I don't think that neither one of them. Like, I definitely don't think like. I just can't trust Garland to be on the court with Donovan Mitchell at this point and us succeed.
Yeah.
And I do think if I have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen and fucking Donovan Mitchell and Kevin Durant and DeAndre Hunter, and I can add like some couple like just like regular ass motherfuckers on the bench, dog. Like I'd like my
Hmm.
chances of making a conference finals. Like I think that I'm gonna be better
Yeah.
than the Knicks. And also, what people need to realize though is like some of these Eastern Conference teams though, with the East being this open, is like you might have to overspend just a fucking tiny bit so that other players and so that other teams in the Eastern Conference don't get him because you don't want the Knicks to get him and get to keep
Yeah.
Brunson
Yeah.
and
No
Cat.
doubt.
You don't want the Cavs to get him. You're not gonna want like some of these other teams they've mentioned to get him. Like, so it'll be really interesting. From what I was like seeing earlier, like the three teams that are like most likely is like Miami, it's Miami, Houston,
Houston and Minnesota.
and Minnesota. And I was like, well, I thought the Spurs was gonna be
Mhm.
kind of cool, but I guess they're not
Yeah. Yeah.
interested. Which
Same.
they said it was a done deal. I don't think the Spurs are off the table. I think the Spurs team still makes it a tremendous amount of sense from a mutually beneficial from all parties standpoint. Like they make the most sense where the Suns get the best return for Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant doesn't have to
I
pay
understand
state
why the
income tax.
Spurs wouldn't want to pair their year 2 superstar with a year 19 player.
Wemby's year 3 now. This will be his 3rd year.
Year 3. Either way.
I got De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, dog, and I got Wemby on a rookie contract, dog. You should never waste a rookie contract.
True.
You should never waste one.
True indeed.
Because as
True.
soon as he
Can't
gets
argue that.
paid, you're fucked, dude.
It's tough.
So like you
Now it's
have to,
tough.
you got to strike while the iron's hot, dude. Like you have to. Like Wemby's this
True.
good, and
True
his years
indeed.
too. Like same thing with the Dallas Mavericks. People are like, are they going to trade the 1 pick? They almost can't even afford 2 because they need a really good young player with some of their older players like AD and Kyrie. So like they're just kind of in a situation of it's just like, like the only team that could probably pry the 1 pick away from the Mavericks is only the Spurs, and that's because like we'll give you the 2 pick and Stephon Castle and 2 more first-round picks. Like I'd be like, thanks. If I'm the Mavericks, I'm like super thanks, dog. Like super thank you.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, because now I don't have to make the decision on drafting a white dude first. Like it'd be very, I'd be very weary of drafting a white player first. I don't give a fuck, and then people can tell whatever you guys want to call me. I don't give a fuck. Name all the white 1 picks that are super good. I'll wait. Not since the 70s, maybe. I don't even. Bill Walton, was he the 1 pick? Had to have been. Had to have been the 1 pick.
Oh,
right?
totally. Absolutely.
There. Him. That's it. That's it, dog. So, like, miss me with that shit, dog. So, like, if I'm the Mavericks, there's a part of me that'd be like, okay, cool. I'm going to draft, like, the most, like the best player who's big. Like, kind of freak Ashley, like, you know, that 6'8", 6'9" kind of build, you know. And then I'm interested because the Spurs said that they're interested in, like, this, like, 7'2" athlete from, I don't remember where he's from, somewhere in Africa, overseas cat that's, like, pretty, and they're like, we're really interested in partnering another athletic 7'2" guy with Wemby, and I'm like, just go get Giannis then, whatever it costs.
Yeah, and then go get another one. Just have like 3 7-footers out there because they're all like limber and skinny. They can one of them dudes can play
Wemby
more
can
of
play the
a
small forward,
3-3
like for
position.
sure.
Absolutely.
Wemby can play small forward for sure. Like no fucking problem.
You imagine Wemby playing the 3 and he's got 2 7-footers behind him.
Dog. I just wonder how it would work. I want to see a cheat code. I want to see the Spurs pull off a cheat code, dog. Like I want it more than anything. Same. Like, it would just be incredible. And like what you just named could happen. Like if they wanted that, like they have the 14 pick this year too. They could get Giannis, trade the 14 pick, trade up into the draft, and use a bunch of other assets that they have to get there. Trade like 2 more firsts with it, and then like you could possibly do that, and then you'd have like De'Aaron Fox and like 3 7-footers running around. Like I just want to see it. I just want to see it. I've never seen it. I just want to see it. That's it.
Talking about all these teams makes me want to play NBA 2K with created teams.
It's so fun. It's so fun. But that's the thing is like, if I'm the Mavericks, I would be tempted to call the Spurs and get their 2 pick and like maybe like a Stephon Castle. Like, how bad do you guys want to pair Wemby and Cooper Flag? I mean, how bad do you guys want to do that? Do you guys want it bad enough to give me Stephon Castle and like just the next pick in the draft and like one of the deeper drafts than we've had in a while? Like, yeah, that's fine. Thanks. I'm going to pull a Boston Celtics if I can. Whenever they fucking traded the 1 pick away and still got Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Because they wanted Markelle Fultz. If you're the Sixers, you never traded for the 1 pick, you would have still gotten Markelle Fultz. Just to let you guys know. You would have still gotten him. You would have still got that dude. Who was drafted 2 in that draft? Lonzo Ball. That was Lonzo Ball draft?
Yeah. You would have still drafted Markelle Fultz, but you gave up another pick for it, and you paid Markelle Fultz an extra few $1,000,000 to be the 1 pick instead of the 3 pick.
Crazy stuff, dog. So I don't know where Kevin Durant could go. I'm like pretty interested in like the Jazz situation. Like the Jazz said everybody's available, like Lauri Markkanen and Kessler, and they also have Jordan Clarkson on that team and Colin Sexton on that team. Like these are all guys that like. Okay, they're not a superstar. Don't fucking care. Like, these are all guys that you can add to teams that are pretty good and make them championship contenders, though. Like, without question, you drop Lauri Markkanen on, like, a couple teams in the league, they're championship contenders, in my opinion. Like, and, like, a team that's, like, not even, like amazingly good, like, that makes them immediately at least, like, conference finals contenders. Same thing with Kessler. Like, I think Colin Sexton's that dude, too. I think that Jordan Clarkson's that dude too. Like, I mean, Jordan Clarkson's gonna have to go to a pretty good team, but like even
Yeah,
like
yeah, no doubt,
but even if
no
like
doubt.
Colin Sexton went to Orlando, like not saying that that's what they should do, but they'd be way better. Like them still looking for a point guard is atrocious. I did see, by the way,
Hmm.
there's a report though that the Kings are really looking for a point guard, and I was like, yeah, you've had two really good ones. You had Halliburton and
Right,
De'Aaron Fox. Like now,
right.
but so they were talking about DeMar DeRozan going to the Boston Celtics in the trade because sending DeMar DeRozan for Drew Holiday is like something that was floated around so the Kings could get a point guard. And I'm like, DeMar go to
And
the
do what?
Celtics?
Oh, okay,
They
hold up.
want
The
him.
Kings get a point guard and do what?
I know. I don't know. But it's not like trading DeMar DeRozan though for Drew Holiday is like a bad thing or a good thing.
No, no,
It's
no,
like the
for
same.
sure.
It's
Absolutely
like the
not.
same.
It's not. It's just and
It's just the
and
same.
what are y'all gonna do? Have old
I
Drew
know.
Holiday and fucking
Sabonis,
Whitey, what's
Zach
the
Levine.
bonus? And Zach Levine and win 38 games?
I don't know. They're the Kings though. It's what they do. Sabonis will
Take
demand a trade before you know it.
See, that's the thing. We don't need to create new teams. We just need to take the Kings away from like take them away from the ownership and just move them out of Sacramento, take them to Kansas City or Seattle or wherever, and like fuck them. Like
Well, it's I don't know, man. I feel like this. Well, yeah, I mean, fuck the Kings for sure. Like they're barely a franchise, but I don't know. My thing about it is like I just don't know like what we're gonna see shake out because it's just like supposedly the Pelicans are gonna try as hard as they can to move up in the draft, and what does that mean? It doesn't mean trading Zion, but like
right.
who then are they gonna trade like a CJ McCollum? Who then like comes off the bench for somebody and wins six man of the year? Like these are all possibilities of like teams getting way better super fast.
Mm.
And I just want the Lakers to get good. And I don't think the Lakers will do anything.
Yeah,
I
same.
just want them to get good. Like I'd like the Lakers to maybe go get
Mm.
like a Kessler and like I don't know. I got a lot of I don't know what the Lakers should do because they have three players that are all pretty good on that roster already that have no business playing together.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You need like the Lakers have no dogs. They have no bigs, and
I know,
those are
not one
big
person
problems to
that can
have. Those are
sprint.
really big problems to have.
They don't have a guy that's fast.
They
They don't have
don't.
a guy that can jump high.
Mm-mm.
They don't have a guy that can catch oops
If
because
you're
they're
gonna
not
have
coordinated
LeBron and
enough to
Luca and
spin and
Austin
run.
Reeves on the same team in the starting lineup, you better have like one of the most athletic fucking. You let Luca
Bigs.
run the point, and you got to have an athletic big, and you got to have another dude who's at least 6'6" freak athlete.
Who is also a top five ball defender in the league.
Yes, yes, you do. Yes, you
Who's
do.
also that too.
Yeah.
Like you guys are trying to get like your fourth or fifth best player on the team to be one of the best on ball defenders in the league and give you some buckets, dog, and be athletic. They had Alex Caruso and KCP both. So that's kind of what they're looking for right now.
Hmm.
Is the exact guys that they just keep letting walk.
You know who they need? Prime Bruce Bowen.
Yeah, prime Rip Hamilton. Prime Rip would
Yeah,
be
but you
pretty
need a
good
better
here.
as good of a defender or as decent as a defender as Rip Hamilton was. You need someone better than that.
Nah, hell no, not with fucking. Well, they really. I think
With,
that
with
they
the rest of that
actually.
team, like Rip was like that. You need like a Tayshaun Prince at least. You need someone who
I honestly
like that.
think that the Lakers, like, it sucks because he's on such a team friendly contract, but like Rui and Austin Reeves have to be available in trades.
Absolutely,
And you
absolutely,
might have to trade these guys to where like the best player involved in the trade was Austin Reeves, but you got like three or four pretty fucking good pieces.
no doubt, no doubt.
You know, like
You're
I
you-
think that
you're
that might
you're
be
you're in a
something that
tough
they.
position.
Well, I heard a rumor floating around that they were willing. Who the fuck were they going to pay all that money to? It was like Nas Reed. There was a rumor floating around the Lakers were going to be willing to offer Nas Reed like $40 million a season for 3 years. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way they're going to try to offer Nas
Yeah.
Reed fucking 40 per. Like it's impossible. Miss me with that.
So if I'm the Lakers with the way my team is currently constructed, I would be filling it up full of athletes. And if I can't get it completely full of athletes, I gotta bring Austin Reeves off the bench and figure out a rotation where him and LeBron and Luca are almost never on the floor at the same time
Right.
together.
Like, it depends though. Like, if Luka's in shape and LeBron tries to play some defense, then I can probably mask some of these things because the Lakers did have like a top fucking 2 or 3 defense in the league after the trade
Hmm.
deadline. So like, I know that these guys can try to play defense hard enough to play some, but it just depends on the big that you get. Really, is what it all depends on. If you have a guy down there like, who's like a prime Dwight Howard, they're never gonna get that. But somebody who can jump high and block shots, like, then blow
Yeah.
bys don't matter as much. Like, this is
Right.
also asking.
Right.
Like, they need, because like that's the thing. Like, these guys really do need like prime Tyson Chandler, and then like
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Like, I
Absolutely.
need like this athletic ass fucking point guard with an athletic center
Hmm.
because these 2 through 4, these motherfuckers ain't gonna run.
You know who they really need? Like even better than De'Aaron Fox, they really need like a John Wall.
Yeah,
That's
I
what they
agree.
need. Like a really super freak athlete who can jump out the gym, block shots, do all the shit.
Everybody needs those.
Right. Actually, they'd even need someone taller since they're like so either old or white. You really need like a Michael Jordan on defense, and then
See, yep, they're cooked.
they're
These
fucking
motherfuckers are
cooked.
cooked, Doc. They're
You you
fucking
you
cooked.
you need what you're looking for is Michael Jordan and Kevin Garnett. That's what you're looking for. Y'all are
For
fucked.
sure, Doc. And I'm excited. Like, I'm excited to see what the Lakers do. I'm excited to see what all these teams do. Like, I think it'd be hilarious if Kevin Durant went to the Clippers and they just had the old guy team over there. Like, I hope Drew Holiday goes
Hilarious.
there too. I hope they pull it off. I know it's impossible. It's physically impossible, but I would love for to have them pull that off. So, like, we'll see. We're gonna have to wait and see though. Let's see what happens in this series with the Pacers. We've extended past our time pretty far. Was hoping that it wouldn't go this long, but I just can't stop talking about the NBA, dog. I just want the season to be over so I can be like, where'd Kevin Durant go? What happened to here? What are we
Yeah.
doing here? Can't fucking wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun off season. Who you got tonight? Game 4.
Thunder. I have
I
to
also
pick them.
have the Thunder.
I
If
have
the
to pick
Pacers
Thunder. You have
win,
to.
if the Pacers win, they closing that shit out in Game 5 though. But I got the Thunder tonight for sure.
Thunder for sure,
And do
dog.
you
Thunder,
think it's
Thunder by
a
double
good game, or
digits.
do you think the Thunder come out and beat the
Thunder by
shit out of
double
these
digits,
fools?
dog. Another 15-point loss for the Pacers to go down in the record books for all these 15-point losses, dog.
Haha, probably so. We'll
We'll
see.
see it.
Tune
We'll
in on
see it.
ABC. Free
All
plug.
right, guys. We'll
Holla.
holla at you. Thanks for joining us again. Peace.